Welcome to Mark Reed 757. This is week 9 of my weight loss journey. This week we're going to focus on reflection. Over the past few weeks, I kind of dropped the ball on weighing myself. I haven't ate the greatest, and there was very little to no exercise. I mean, granted, the exercise part, I've I don't like to use the word excuses or because I want solutions, but as far as the exercise part, I had a considerable amount of pain, and that's no reason why I ate bad. I still ate bad too. I still had the pizzas, I still had the burgers, I still had the French fries and stuff like that. Now, granted, I used to go to fast food 2 to 3 times a day, anywhere from 15 to 25 times a week at any given week. And this was ridiculous. Now, granted, I did cut that down to about 3 to 5 times a week, which I want to eliminate completely. But as long as I'm showing improvement, I'm happy. And you can look back, and on my first week, I was 413 pounds. Well, this week, I did happen to weigh myself, and I was pleasantly surprised, even with no activity and not the cleanest eating. So no activity and just kind of watching what I'm doing, I still managed to get to 402. Okay, it's been a month and a half, so roughly 6 weeks since my last weigh-in. My last weigh-in was 406, so about 6 weeks, I lost 4 pounds. That's better than having a gain. Granted, it's not a huge loss, but like I said, I lost 4 pounds without eating considerably good and without little to no exercise. So I'll take that. I'll still take that as a win. And I'm looking forward to weeks to come, and I'm looking forward to improving. And sometimes we need to look back in our past. Now, granted, you don't want to look back too far back, and you don't want to dwell in the past, but sometimes we need to reflect on the past and visit our past and consider what we didn't like about our past. What was it that we did that we weren't too happy about in order to do better in the future. And the only way you could do better in the future is if you visit your past, realize what you've done wrong, and fix your present. So you fix your present and you'll have your better future. I hope that makes sense. You fix your present, then you'll have a better future. But in order to do that, you have to visit your past, reflect on it, and see what you've done wrong and figure out where you need to go from there. You don't want to look back and dwell and put yourself down real bad for your past, but you also um, don't want to put yourself too high. I've done that too, where maybe I had a really good day, and I go, well, I did so good that day, it's okay to do bad today. No, have a good day and try to improve on that. Try to have an even better day, or if you slip up a little bit, whatever, make sure the next day's better. That's all. That's what I mean by you don't want to reflect too much on the good or the bad. You kind of got to find your happy place. I always call that the balance of life, that my happy place. Um, and you definitely don't want to allow the failures to get too much on you, and you really have to figure out where you can improve the most on and attack that, and try to attack one thing at a time. Because if you're trying to attack 25 things, chances are you won't get anything accomplished. But if you can go after one thing and master that one thing, then you can move on to another. And then this way, your production levels will increase significantly. The main thing I want to learn to do is to make my present into my past where I wanted for the future to look. What I mean by that is I want to do what I wanted to do in the past, in the present, so that way when I arrive to the future, my past will be where I wanted it to be. I hope that makes sense for you. And this way I can live life with no regrets. Last week, I did what I've been doing the last 6 weeks, where I want to try to improve. I want to do this. I want to do that. And my grandma said this, and a lot of people have said this, but it really stuck to me when my grandma said it. She said, "Mark, the road to hell is paved with good intentions." And that's so true. You know, you can intend to do things, but if you never act upon them intentions, so it was never called the road to hell was paved with action. It's intentions. So I always intend to do stuff, but I haven't been putting the action in. And now it's easier to say to put the action in than it is to actually do it. I realize this. I mean, I can look and be happy about all the successes I've been having. The considerable drop off on the fast food, the tiny bit helping in the how I'm eating. The days that I do fantastic, and then I just got to refocus and just build upon that, and then I'll be where I want to be. However, last week, I pretty much dropped the ball again, and I have to be honest with myself, because that's why I'm doing these videos. So I can look back in the future. I can look back, and this will be the past, and I'll be realizing that, hey, I did have a lot of struggles, and it was not easy, but I did stick with it, and that's the number one thing, sticking to this journey. Other people have done it, so can I. Other people have been where I've been, and other people are where I want to be. And as long as I stick to it, I'll be one of those people. And words won't be able to explain how I feel. I mean, I can visualize myself, but that could be for another video on another week. Anyway, this week I plan on researching some more, and now that my body's starting to feel a little better pain-wise, I can focus on doing a little bit more, but not too much. And I'll continue to do that. The video is starting to get a little long. I see that, so I'm going to find a stopping point at this point, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, comment. Find me on Mark Reed 757 and Facebook, and I'll see you guys later.